subscribe and like the video. A fire chief in San Francisco was murdered by right-wingers or something, and now literally everyone in the chat is like, please stop everything and drop it and cover it now. Oh, see, right as I said it, this person, did it just happen? Is that why? I'm gonna cover it in a second. Okay, calm down.
Liberals would love the fact that you have the biggest electric vehicle company in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be adored by the left, you know.
Yeah, not anymore.
Less so these days.
He killed that, huh?
I mean, less so.
I really did it.
Well, I mean, this whole sort of like, they call it like Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah. And I don't, you don't realize how real this is until like you can't reason with people. So like I was at a friend's birthday party in LA, just a birthday dinner, and it was like a nice, quiet dinner, and everyone was behaving normally, and I happened to
Elon's about to get real autistic in here in a moment. I'm just giving you a trigger warning.
I mentioned, this is before the election, like a month or two before. I have to mention the president's name. And it was like they got shot with a dart in the jugular that contained like methamphetamine and rabies, okay? And they're like, wow! And I'm like, what is wrong? Guys, like...
He did not like that. He did not like Elon doing that, sitting so close to him.
You just can't have like a normal conversation. Yeah. And it's like they become completely irrational.
He has no idea, but if you're friends with him, yeah, you pay a price. You know, it's I walk in a restaurant in New York and it's like half the room it's daggers and they want to.
No, the eye daggers level is insane. Yeah. I mean, there was like I had like some invitation because I got invited to basically a big sort of damn event like. That was, but it received the invitation like the beginning of last year, and I still attended even after I'd endorsed President Trump, and I didn't realize how profoundly that would affect, how I was received. I mean, I walk into the room and I'm getting just the dirty looks from everyone. Like, if looks could kill, I would have been dead several times over.
But that was not before Trump.
BT, ashes on the floor.
Before Trump, that never happened, right?
No.
I don't even know if Trump likes this. Like, yeah, victimhood stuff is good. Like, it plays well to the base. But I think as a narcissist, he likes being liked as well. And I'm pretty sure the constant reminders that everybody hates him probably does not make him happy. Probably hurts his ego too. The political aspect of the whole Boeing thing is not like Congress politics, it's internal. NASA, SpaceX, Boeing politics. NASA is the ultimate authority with respect to whether the astronauts are brought back. Boeing wanted to bring them back, since not doing that is a major L for them. In classic Musk fashion, he's twisting the truth to benefit himself. Yeah, but the reason why they delayed it is because of the failures exhibited. Like, or the likelihood that I think Boeing corporate probably pushed back a little bit more on the return flights, like the returning the astronauts back to Earth, because they were worried if they fail.
Welcome back to Hannity.
The insider info? No, this is not insider info. When I talk about Boeing, understand that nothing I'm telling you is something that Murat has ever told me. Murat doesn't tell me shit, okay? And he would never. Are you kidding me? Don't be ridiculous. That's why I said it's my own speculation. Wink, gotcha? No, dude, there's no winking. I'm not winking at all. Don't be a dumbass. You guys are so stupid.
We are back at the White House, and here's part 2 of my exclusive interview with President Trump and Elon Musk. Take a look. This is the $1 million or $1 billion, I'm among billionaires, question. So you have all of this going on, and you stop, in a way. You're still doing it.
It's wild that this is an interview. Oh my God, if one more person says the White House Twitter posted pictures Trump long live the king, no joke, I'm just going to end the broadcast today. I can't deal with this, man. Why are liberals like this, bro? What is happening? Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. I think it's got to bother Trump a little bit that Sean Hannity, the #1 glazer, is this aggressively sucking off Elon Musk in front of Donald Trump. This entire interview is just him sucking off Elon, being like, you're the wealthiest person on the planet. You're the greatest person that we've ever seen. You are God's gift to mankind. Why are you so gracious enough to drop everything and just associate yourself with this historically unpopular guy sitting next to you? Why did you cast aside all of the liberal media, all of the like liberal polite society glazing that you got for free for years just to just to work alongside our incredibly unpopular president. It's like getting in a threesome. It's like being in a three-way and feeling like you're left out because the other two people are just way more invested in each other. Like Sean Hannity's the throat goat. You don't want to see your throat goat throating someone else harder in front of you.
And you partner with him. And this is what you get from the Democrats. You get, nobody voted for Elon. Well, nobody voted for any of your cabinet nominees. Okay. People are dying because of Doge cuts. I'll give you a chance to respond to all that. What Doge is doing is illegal. Elon Musk is more street vernacular for a male body part. It's a constitutional crisis.
Okay. Why are they reacting like this?
Well, first of all, do you give it flying rip? Oh, number one, and
well, I guess we must be over the target or doing something right. You know, if like they wouldn't be complaining so much if we weren't doing something useful. I think. But what all we're really trying to do here is restore the will of the people through the president. And what we're finding is that there's an unelected bureaucracy. Speaking of unelected, there's a vast federal bureaucracy that is implacably opposed to the president and the cabinet. And you look at, say, DC voting, it's 92% Kamala. Okay, so we're 92% Kamala. That's a lot.
They don't like me here either.
I think about that number a lot. I'm like 92%. That's basically almost everyone.
Yeah.
And so, how can you? If
what is the state? Do you think everyone working at the federal agencies is living in DC? Do you think that all civil servants like live in DC and wanted Kamala Harris to? What kind of statement is this?
If the will of the president is not implemented, and the president is representative of the people, that means the will of the people is not being implemented, and that means we don't live in a democracy. We live in a bureaucracy. And so I think what we're seeing here is the thrashing of the bureaucracy as we try to restore democracy and the will of the people.
Also, do you think that if a Democrat came out and said, if a civil servant under my administration voted for the Republicans, I'm firing you, Sean Hannity would go on television every night and repeat that over and over again and basically call for a civil war, okay? But here is Elon literally saying that in broad daylight to Sean Hannity, and Sean's like, yeah, that's incredible, Mr. President. That's an incredible statement that you just said, Mr. President. No one could have said it like you, Mr. President.
Is this making sense? I mean...
no, of course it does. I mean, to me...
Like the notion that civil servants have to be political partisans is also insane.
And our founders, and you really become a student of history, Mr. President, and we've had conversations both on air and off air.
Yeah, he's referring to Elon here, not Trump.
And if we talk about constitutional order or transformational change, nobody can argue that what's happening here is it's going at the speed of light. But however, what were the...
Forgot about FEMA clearly. Yeah. Oh, you mean the FEMA person that immediately got fired for saying that they were not going to offer aid to houses with Trump signs or whatever? What are you talking about? You think that's how the federal government works? Are you stupid? Do you think the federal government is only entirely comprised of Democrats? One, are you that stupid? Because that's not the case. Also, that person ironically wasn't in DC, for the record. Once again,
the principles of our framers and our founders. They wanted limited government, greater freedom for the people, and we'll get
and slaves
to the specific cutting of waste, fraud, and abuse. That is your goal, is it not?
Yeah,
and women to not be able to vote. Or really, no one who people who don't have any property shouldn't be able to have a say.
my goal was to get great people, and when you look at what this man has done, I mean, it was something. I knew him a little bit through the White House. Originally, I'd see him around a little bit. I didn't know him before that. And I respected what he did, and he fought hard. You know, he was maybe questioned for a while. He was having some difficulties. It was not easy doing what he did. I mean, how many people have started a car company and made it really successful and made a better car where it's, you know, beating these big companies that's all they do is cars? I mean, it's really amazing the things that he's done. But I didn't know it as much then as now. I mean, the fruits have sort of taken hold. But I wanted great people. And he's a great person. He's an amazing person. He's also a caring person. You know, he uses the word care. So they sign a contract in a government agency, and it has 3 months, and the guy leaves that signed the contract, and nobody else is there, and they pay the contract for 10 years.
Yeah.
So the guy is getting checks for years and years and years, and he's telling his family, obviously, maybe it was crooked, maybe he paid to get the contract, or maybe he paid that they didn't terminate it. But, you know, we have contracts that go forever, and they've been going for years. And they're supposed to end in 3 months or 5 months or 2 years or something, and they go forever. So the guy is either crooked, you know, where he knew this was going to happen, or he's crooked because he's getting payments that he knows he shouldn't be getting. But they're finding things like that. They're finding things far worse than that. And they're finding billions, and it will be hundreds of billions of dollars worth of fraud. I say waste and abuse, but fraud, waste, and abuse. And he's doing an amazing job. And he attracts a young, very smart type of person. I call them high IQ individuals, and they are. They're very high IQ and high IQ. And when they go in to see the people and talk to these people, you know, the people think they're going to pull it over. They don't. These guys are smart, and they love the country. You know, there's a certain something. But he uses
So high IQ that they literally looked at budget cut and basically ran a script, and then once again falsely interpreted the data to say that they did $8 billion in savings when the truth was $8 million in savings. God, I love how high IQ they are.
This is the word care. So people have to care. Like when I bought Air Force One, I negotiated the price. It was $5.7 billion, and I got them down to $1.7 billion. Now they're not building the plane fast enough. I mean, they're actually in default. Boeing, they're supposed to have been building this thing forever. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
We don't build the way we used to build. You know, we used to build like a ship a day, and now to build a ship is like a big deal. And we're going to get this country back on track. We can do it, but so many things. It takes so long to get things built and get things done. And a lot of it could be something we've been discussing. The regulators go in and they make it impossible to build. They make it very difficult to build anything, whether it's a ship, a plane, or a building, or anything. And some of them do it because they want to show how important they are. Some of them do it maybe because they think they're right. They use the environment to stop progress and to stop things. It's always the environment. It's an environmental problem. It's not an environmental problem at all. But they do a lot of things. And by the way, speaking of that, Lee Zeldin is going to be fantastic in the position. It's so important. He could take 10 years to approve or disapprove something, or he could do it in a month. You know, just as good.
Sure.
And I think you're going to see a fantastic job done by him. He's a tremendous guy.
Newt, you echoed something when I just met you, and it was very similar to what Newt has been saying.
Yeah, deregulate Air Force One.
Where he brought this country to the dance. This is the opportunity to be transformational and to have, I would argue, the most consequential presidency. If we really dig down.
I'd be so happy. Yeah, Boeing is the only deregulation I'm in favor of is deregulating Air Force One, like the build. YOLO. Fire all the staff that actually is engaging in safety inspections.
And do something that had never been done before, and that is get rid of this bureaucracy. And I'm going to get to the specifics. You say the same thing. It's not done yet. And what do you mean by that?
I mean, winning the election is really the opportunity to fix the system. It is not fixing the system itself. So it's an opportunity to fix the system and to restore the power of democracy.